Something's not right inside Reform UK. Behind the party's growing confidence and its fiery rhetoric on immigration, a quiet rebellion has begun. And this time, it's not coming from Labour or the left, but from within. Because one man, once loyal to Nigel Farage's reform movement, has just turned his back on it, publicly, dramatically, and for reasons that pierce right through the heart of the party's identity. Before we dive into this political storm, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. The most interesting comment will be featured in our next episode. Your engagement helps this channel grow and keeps us digging deeper into the stories that others are too afraid to tell. It began quietly in Dartford, Kent. James Buchan, a man who only a few months ago proudly wore the Reform UK badge, has made a decision that's sending shockwaves through Britain's political scene. He was elected in July 2025, a fresh face for the party, promising local change and Reform's signature no-nonsense politics. But now, he's walked away, straight into the arms of the Conservative Party. Why? Because, as Buchan says, he simply couldn't look his family in the eye anymore. It wasn't scandal. It wasn't pressure. It was something deeper, a moral clash between what he believed in and what his party had become. Reform's latest move to abolish indefinite leave to remain, stripping legal non-EU residents of their permanent status and forcing them to reapply for new visas, was, for Buchan, the final straw. He described the policy as one that creates a huge amount of fear and anxiety, and went further, accusing Reform UK of having a pretty unfortunate way of treating people. Strong words. Especially from someone who once helped represent the party's future. But Reform UK didn't take it lightly. In a sharp and immediate response, a party source hit back. He got elected in July 2025 as a Reform councillor. He should resign his seat, but he won't because he knows he'll lose under the Tory banner. We look forward to winning this seat back as soon as possible. The tension is undeniable, and the bitterness unmistakable. In his own statement, Buchan insisted his defection wasn't about power, but about principles. I stood for election with the sole aim of working for my community and getting things done for local families, he said. Then came the revelation, the turning point. Having had the opportunity to see Reform from the inside, I've concluded that the party doesn't really have the experience or ambition to do that. According to him, Reform had become a movement built on rhetoric and slogans, not real solutions. The more I saw of Reform UK, he admitted, the more uncomfortable I felt to be part of it. His example of the immigration policy was stark, a devastating plan that, in his view, would hurt decent, law-abiding people who've built a life here and contribute to our country. These are not the words of a man switching sides for convenience. They sound more like the confession of someone wrestling with conscience, the voice of a politician realizing that the cause he joined might not be the cause he believed in. Meanwhile, Reform's immigration proposal, to replace indefinite leave to remain with renewable visas, continues to fuel both applause and outrage across Britain. Supporters hail it as a bold step to tighten control, while critics call it a dangerous, dehumanizing policy that undermines trust in the system. Then, on Friday, came the confirmation. Conservative Council leader Jeremy Kite publicly welcomed James Buchan to the party, praising his commitment to service and saying, "James knows that getting elected isn't about power, it's about service and being supportive of people." And just like that, the Dartford Borough Council's Stone House ward, once a symbol of Reform's local rise, now stands as a symbol of its first visible crack. One man's defection might not sound like much, but in politics, every quiet exit tells a louder story. So what does this mean for Reform UK? Is this a one-off act of conscience, or the beginning of something bigger brewing beneath the surface? James Buchan may have left quietly, but the echoes of his words, about fear, anxiety, and empty slogans, might linger much longer than anyone in Reform wants to admit. Because sometimes, the downfall of a movement doesn't begin with a scandal, but with a whisper of doubt inside its own ranks. What do you think? Is this a moral stand, or political betrayal? Tell us your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that uncover what's really happening behind Britain's political curtain.